Assalamu alaikum, everybody. This is Brother Jami Muhammad, and today we'll be talking about, as you see in the title, the need to do for self, the need to make your own business, and why we need to make our own business. Um, I know that we're on a little bit later than normal, so a few difficulties, but we'll be talking about business today. Why you need to make your own, because I can really talk about personal experience, a little bit of it. I was working at this company at the airport called Prospect. And as I was working at this company called Prospect, I saw the cycle of really slavery when you're working at a job. I know, you need the money, need the income, but this job wasn't even paying me that much. But you grind and you work for really 2 weeks straight or a week straight to get your, and then you got to wait 2 weeks to get your check. And I'm like, you're not making nothing, that much within 2 weeks, depending on what job you got. And I'm like, that's not enough to pay bills. Like $100 something in 2 weeks is not enough to pay bills. And even with, they give you $500 or anything like that, it's like they have you on this continuous cycle of working. And then you keep saying, I don't like my job. I really don't want to be at my job. And you're like, man, like I really want to get out, but then you get so addicted to the cycle of working a job. I'm not saying don't work it, if you need the money, but you have to find a way to get away from it because like you have to work their hours. You have to do what they want you to do all the time. You can't do stuff that you need to do for yourself, like meditation, different things to help yourself. So I'll suggest if you're gonna start your own business and you work in two jobs, three jobs, whatever, you do what the Mr. Farrakhan called the steal away method. What that means, no, you're not literally stealing money. No. So you take the money you're getting from work, you take some, you put it in your savings account, and then you save it and put it away, and you start using that money to build your business up, whatever it is, like whether that's hair, jewelry, um, drop shipping, whatever. Like that's how you start your company. You got to do the steal away method. Just take some money that you saved up, start your business, and then another thing you can do because we're in an ABS trial right now, and everything is. And I'm not trying to make sale, but everything's 80% off, and it's been benefiting us. And it's with brother Ben X and brother Jake. They actually have been helping us tremendously in building our digital business and with the social media platforms. That's why you see us post so much and doing all these podcasts and etc. Because we're learning different business tips from them. And then the other tip when you start your business is you got to be persistent. You can't, start your business and be like, well, I'm gonna, give up after the first week. Come on, you gotta at least give it 3 months to a year or more to get your business up and coming. And for those, who just popped in, thank you for popping in. I'm talking about business and how to make, your own business. And the title is The Need to Do Yourself, to do for self, not do for self. So I'm just describing different ways to do for yourself. And the first way that I'm talking about is the still away method. So you work in your jobs, you take some money, save it up, and then as you get more in your savings, then you use that to build your business, whatever it is. Start off small, don't start humongous. Whatever you decide to do, and then you have to be, as I was saying, you have to be persistent. You have to be promoting your products every single day, every minute, every hour. Okay, but I've been doing it maybe not every minute, but every day. Even if you promote one product a day, you gotta promote it. You gotta make commercials about it. You gotta do everything. And you cannot give up. And I know that sometimes, like this, when Muhammad says in her book, my stamina book, the Mind of Entrepreneur, yes, Sister Wendy Muhammad's book. Sometimes you do feel like, man, the people that scam people, they making a whole bunch of money. right? But they're really not, because that stuff will get you put in jail, and then the money you made, you're not making no money. So it's best for you to do legitimate business, and it's really worth it to do for yourself, because let's say, like how we do, by Allah's grace and mercy. Let's say, let me give you an example. Okay, so we charge $1,000 for a piece of jewelry. I mean, we not haven't done that yet, but we charge $1,000, and then we advertise and we promote it, and then we just made $1,000 sale. I mean, that's more than you make at your job within a week or 2 weeks in most jobs. And that's you keep that steady income coming in like that, and that passive income. That's actually something that'll help you in the future, because the ultimate goal of your business is to make something that's going to last for generations and not for 5 seconds. That's why I like, kind of like the movie Barbershop. I just wish, Ice Cube was a little bit smarter in the first movie. He gonna sell the barbershop because he like it. We falling on hard times. I'm like, well, part of it was that he was doing everything for free. So I gotta say that right now. Do not do everything for free. Yes, after you get to a certain point, you give out things, and you give out gifts and discounts, but that's after you get to a certain point. Like, you make your first $100,000, you like, well, the first 25 customers or whatever, you're gonna get a 20% off coupon or something like that. But in the beginning, you don't do nothing for free. I mean, don't cheat yourself either. Whatever you feel that your product is worth, charge what you feel that your product is worth, and don't let nobody tell you, well, your product, it shouldn't even be that much. You don't know the time, the effort that somebody went through to make the product. And I'm gonna let my dad take over. And I thank you guys.
Say everything that you wanted to say.
Uh, I mean, pretty much, because we're gonna continue discussing. I gotta say a little bit more, and then I'm gonna let him go. But like I was saying, you gotta, don't undervalue your product, don't undervalue yourself, and you have to stay motivated, and you have to not give up at all, even when it feels like you're on downtimes. Don't give up. And then the other method, I know I said the steal away method, where you taking money from your job or something like that, but let's say you have $100,000, stored up, start your business. So that's another way. Like, you already have money in your pocket, just start your business. And okay, as brother Ben and brother Jake say, you have to make sure that whatever you do is within what they call your niche, something that you love to do. So if you like, hair, you like science, you like, geography, whatever, you have to make sure that whatever your business is within something that you like and love doing, and something that you would do for free, even if nobody, paid you for it. And when you're doing something like that, then it's not really a job anymore for you.
Right.
It's something that you love doing. Now, it does not mean that there's no work involved. Now, because we were talking, I'm not going to say their names or anything, to some family members, and we're telling, they looked, and they were like, well, I don't feel like doing this. Then it's going to become, okay, what, a little bit like, and then it's going to be, they're like, then that's going to be too much work for me. It's not going to be fun no more. How can I put it? What's fun is when you create stuff. I know that, like, all of us have had in our mind that fun is, when you just entertain yourself. Yes, that's fun, but that's not real fun. God actually said that real fun is when you're creating something, and when He is creating something, because He's always creating something new. And God is always having fun. You're like, oh wow, I just created a new planet, a new solar system, whatever. And you have to be the same way. You have to be creative, and you have to be innovative. And then the first step to that is, really, you have to have, of course, belief in God, Allah, whatever name you call Him, and you have to pray and go to work. So you pray and work. And I think That's all I have to say for now. I'm gonna let my dad take over. Thank you for
All
listening.
right. Thank you.
Oh, praises due to Allah. You heard it right here from a young man giving you the game on things to do for you, to do for yourself. Brothers and sisters, that is the name of our topic today, the need to do for self. That's right, the need to do for self. Now, when we talk about the need, when we talk about the need to do for self, that means that there's something so impressing on doing for self that it's beyond a want. It is, in fact, a need to do something for yourself. Brothers and sisters, we are living in unprecedented times, as we know. We've never experienced nothing like this pandemic. Well, it may be something similar, but in 1918, most of us was not alive. So we didn't experience the Spanish flu, but we are experiencing what we are experiencing right now. Can you hear me? We are experiencing what we're experiencing right now as we speak. And what is happening with a lot of us and a lot of these companies, right? They are going out of business. You're watching things unfold. You're watching things fall down. So now there's really a need to find out, well, what is it that I can do? What is it that I'm going to do to be able to sustain myself in these times? This is a time for reinvention, a time for reimagination, family, because as the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan and the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad has told us that the dollar at some point is going to collapse. And we're watching this thing unfold as we speak. We're watching this thing unfold as we speak. And so we have to give ourselves a safe ground. We have to give ourselves a safe ground to be able to do what it is that we need to do to sustain ourselves. And the internet has given us an opportunity to reach people all across the world in a very short period of time, meaning that you can be here in America and sell to somebody in Africa, I mean, within seconds. So it connects us in a very real way. It connects us in a very real way, not only like this, where I could talk to you about things, but it connects us via e-commerce as well, meaning that we can actually not only talk and discuss, but we can also trade and commerce right here online. That's right. We can actually trade and commerce right here online. You know what I'm saying? So, family, it is absolutely a time for reinvention. It is a time for us to figure out things that we're going to do. We got to look at this thing and we're going to explore this today just for a little while. Things that we can do in these times to be able to continue to provide for ourselves and our families. You got a lot of stress going on out there right now. You got a lot of people, they just don't know what to do. They don't know which direction to go in. Well, family, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad told us to do something for self or suffer the consequences. He told us that the white man is going to drop you, and at the worst possible time. He said that every will in America will come to a halt. He said you'll go to the doors like going to get hired and the gates will be locked. We're looking at that right now. We're looking at that right now. Many of these big companies that we never thought that would fall down, we're watching them fall. We're watching how the airline industry is being ill affected. We're watching how the restaurant industry is being ill affected. We're watching how all industries are being ill affected right now because of this pandemic. You know, we're watching that. So, what is that telling each and every one of us? It's telling us that we have to reinvent the way that we think, and we have to reinvent the way that we do things. That's right. We got to reinvent the way we think, and we have to reinvent the way that we do things, because most business this year, as they've shown, most of the transaction this year will be done online. You're going to have people that go into stores, but the majority of the transactions this year will be done online. Well, how do you get yourself? How do I get myself in the ability to be able to capture some of those dollars while I'm at home? How do I be able to capture some of those dollars, as my wife loves to share this song, and being in the house board? Well, you don't have to be in the house and in the house board. This is the time to get a new skill. This is the time to start a new business. This is the time to get involved in a new venture. This is that time, because, brothers and sisters, it's some things coming down the pipeline. We've been told that we're living in the collapse of a world. Well, it says in scripture, come out of her, my people, unless you be partakers of her sins and her plagues. Well, that's what God is telling us to do. Come out of her. And then, as the minister said in the criterion, he puts us under arrest. He puts us under arrest and put us in a circumstance where we have to dig deeper into ourselves to be able to pull out something that we can be able to maintain in life. Excuse us, we changing things around a little bit.
It's changing of the guard.
All right.
Here I come.
So with that, family, that lets us know that we're looking at unprecedented times, and we're looking at where we're going to have to make some serious changes in the way that we do things. Because if we don't, then as usual, we're going to fall behind. If we don't get in the line of doing something for self, then you're going to be put in a position where you're going to have to go out and rob and steal and all of that, because you don't want that.
You don't want that.
You don't want that. So if you don't want that, then what? Thank you. What is it? Yeah, here I'm trying to put the. Sorry, fixing me up over here. What we're trying to get you to see is that, brothers and sisters, it is time for us to really do for ourselves. Now, they have. Go ahead.
Can I sneak in here?
Go ahead.
Assalamu alaikum, fam. Praying everybody is awesome. Y'all know it is Thinking Thursday. We thank you all for coming in.
Yeah.
And thank my son for the intro and the words that he shared. It's so important coming from our youth to understand the importance of building a future. And that's what this is about. We have been given so much information on the fall of America. We have had the book, The Fall of America, since 1970. Is it
73 or something?
Okay. So we have had this information and knowledge. And then if you're not into the teachings of the most honorable Elijah Muhammad, but you keep track of what's going on in the political world and the financial world, it has been said that the dollar is falling. And so we've been given fair warning, unless we just been partying and not paying attention. And on gym shoes. If you spend $200 on gym shoes, you could take that same $200 and reinvest it into a business. We have to change our mindset on how we spend our money, and we want to go to the show. We want to buy the latest purse. We want to spend $300-400 on a purse, but don't have $300 or $400 to put in the purse. We have to really change our mind. What kind of future are we planning for ourselves? And if we're not planning a future for ourselves outside of the United States government, outside of how the United States operates in its way, and if we're not thinking of a new way for ourselves and our children, then we're setting ourselves up for failure. And that is not an option. You do not want to be homeless on these streets.
Come on.
We've gone out many, many times in the last almost 13 years that we have been married to feed the homeless. So we have been able to see the condition of the people that are out there in the streets. And it is horrible. You can't imagine waking up and it's freezing cold and you're laying on concrete. That I can't even imagine. So we have to work diligently to provide another way so that we can be sustained. And yes, God does provide, but he says, pray and tie your camel.
That's right.
You have to always provide. You can't sit around and wait and party as a young person and think, oh, mama got it, daddy got it, grandma got it. They need you to secure a future for them. My nieces and nephews will tell you, auntie say, I love you. And I need you to be the best because my future depends on you. How I am at 100 is going to really depend on how my nieces, nephews, and children have prepared a way. They have work to do. You have work to do as young people and as an older person. Let's say you're retired, you're getting your pension, and you're okay with that. You cannot trust that the government is going to continue to be able to give you that pension.
Come on.
Because things are going south.
Come on now.
So you have to still prepare a way. And one of the ways to prepare is you find one of your grandchildren, you find one of your nieces, one of your nephews that have a drive, that want to create a better future, and then you invest in them.
That's right.
You encourage them.
That's right.
To be better and to build that future.
That's right.
See, there is going to be a future.
Yes.
No matter what America is doing, America ain't all that in a bag of chips. Okay? America has been given time. America has shined for many, many years. But America is falling. However, the world goes on. And the kingdom of God will and is being established as we speak. You just have to determine where you fit in the kingdom of God. The products that you're producing, pornography will not be accepted. Dancing on poles will not be accepted. Selling drugs will not be accepted. Those are not career paths. Selling the adult gummy beads or gummy drops or whatever, adult cookies and brownies and all of that other stuff is not the wave of the future. Now, I'm not saying that the CBD oil and the medicinal benefits is not something that we can use, but that THC and getting high and all that other stuff, that's not the way of the future. Now, if you're mad at me, don't be mad at me. Still listen to what I'm saying, okay? Because I know it's a lot of people out there that indulge, and that's something you have to deal with. I don't do it as far as, marijuana and getting high part of all of that. I don't. My point is this, fam. The kingdom of God is going to take our righteousness. So whatever thing we can do that will benefit us in the future as a people, natural products, right? Technology. We definitely are going to need technology. So if that's your mind, we need technology. If you're into science, we definitely need scientists. We need different kinds of doctors and nurses. We need healers in our community, not necessarily a doctor or a nurse. We need healers, people who understand the body, people who work with the creation of God and its functions and know how to, help the body. So when you're thinking about your type of business that you want to go into or that, you're doing, ask yourself, is this something God would be pleased with? If this is something that you know that God would be pleased with, then you pursue that. If that's what he put on your heart to do. But if you just in it to try to make a quick buck and selling our people garbage, then we don't need that. We've had enough of that. We've been misused, mistreated, abused financially. People have been sucking dollars out of our pockets with nonsense for a very long time. And so we have to decide we're not going to be used in that manner anymore. We're now going to take our money and invest in land. If, let's say, 10 people, instead of buying them $200 gym shoes, pulled their resources, that's $2,000. There are vacant lots in every city in America. You can purchase that vacant lot, maybe not for 2,000. 2,000 may be your down payment, but you can use that money to start investing, to purchase some land. You can find land, especially in Georgia, for $2,000 an acre. And then if you can't do nothing else, you can put a mobile home on there. You need to check out some of these mobile homes. I know trailer parks gave it a bad name, but down here in Arizona, it's the half. So a lot of people that retire, they come down here and they get these mobile homes. We went inside a mobile home. This man hooked that place up so well. He had marble countertops in the kitchen and the bathroom.
This is true.
I mean, the floors was, oh, they were nice. They were. I think he had some wood paneling on the wood um, tiling
Yeah.
for the floor. He had, I mean, some fancy fixtures up there, and it was nice. When you went inside, you didn't feel like you were in a trailer home because they're not trailer homes anymore. They're mobile homes. So and you can get a 3 bedroom for $30,000. So there's so many other options out here. We have to step outside this little tiny box that the Caucasian has put us in and told us we can't have it. We can't think poor anymore. And if you're not a business person, you don't want to hold the weight of running a business because, like my son explained, it's work. It's kind of day in, day out kind of work. And even when you think you're gonna take a day off, an idea pops up in your head, and then next thing you know, you're at the computer and you're writing and you're creating again. But you may be the support team. When I was in my younger years, that was my desire. I worked for corporate America. I worked for Motorola. I worked for ComEd. I worked for big business. And then I decided one day, after coming into the teachings of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad, that I did not want to give my skills and my ability to the Caucasian anymore. I did not want to continue to build his world. I wanted to build my own. So I took my talents and I started working with small Black businesses. So I worked with Rose, which was up and coming company that was helping working with Earth Fair, helping Black men and women that were down on their luck to find jobs, to get skills and abilities, right? Then I worked with Brother Roosevelt in Chicago in his tax company. Well, it wasn't just taxes, but accounting firm. I worked with him, helped build his company up. And so I worked with one of my friends, Robin, who had a company, and I worked with her. So I used my skill, my ability, and what Allah blessed me with to help build these companies up, right? And I'm so grateful because now that we're doing our business and we've been in this now for 10 years. So you do have to be, you got to have endurance. The race is not to the swift nor the strong, but to those who can endure to the end, meaning you never give up on your dream. My husband and I, when we got together, we already knew that the way that Allah created both of our personality, we would be good in business. But our personalities was good in business, but our head wasn't necessarily there in the total understanding of how business function. So those are things that we had to learn. And it's one of the reasons now we are in digital real estate, because they are giving us jewels. I mean, truly jewels on how to run a business. To be able to read Sister Wendy Muhammad's book, The Mind of an Entrepreneur. Oh, we got to change our mindset. Oh, I got to be able to envision things before I even go after it. It can't just be a thought. I got to, like the minister said, I got to think on the thought.
Right.
So we have to change our mind. And I'm not downing any of us that's not there, because I know what I have gone through over these years and how Allah has really prepared us for the hour that we are in right now today. And if you look at your life, you will see how God has prepared you for where you need to be. So, like I said, if you're not that business person and you don't really want to put all of that effort into it, then be a helper. Use your skills, use your ability to help somebody else come up. And preferably, you all will build a type of relationship that as they come up, they will bring you up with them. And that's what we try to do, as we grow and as we see the vision that Allah is blessing us with our business and with our ideas and our passion. Allah wants us to bring other people up. Now, you have to tell me where it says that your wealth is not just for you.
Well, that Richard Wright in one of his writings, he was talking about the basically how it runs down. That he was saying that part of our wealth is for ourselves, our family, our people, and that we have a responsibility to each other. We have a responsibility to each other to help each other build. Let me just jump in here quick. Look, family. Let me explain how serious this is. And I'm going to find the link for Savior's Day 2009, I believe it is, where the minister actually talks about what I'm about to tell you. Now, he said that America has two sets of books. If you got this, when we were at the Rosemont for Savior's Day, he said America got two sets of books, and he talked about the debt of America, and he talked about how they have basically messed over Social Security, and that in the future, that wouldn't be something that would be accessible to you. So now, what does that mean for you? You're investing in this. And a lot of people, when I'm saying this, they may not want to hear it, but I'm telling you from the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, who's coming directly from the teachers of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad and God himself, I'm telling you that in the future, we will not have access to Social Security. And they've already set it up where they trying to pull it out from under you right now. You go do the research yourself. I will drop the link, like I said. I'm going to have my son to look it up. Look up Savior's Day 2009. And I want you to drop that in the chat. I want everybody to go look at that and listen to what the minister said. He should have on the white suit with gold checkers in it. White suit with gold checkers in it. So or put in. You got it. Yeah. Okay. All right. So in there, he talks about that. So that means I'm just taking a realistic look at this thing. Many of my family members right now, they are relying on Social Security. And many of your family members are relying on Social Security. And many of you all right now are getting ready to retire, and you're thinking that you're going to have that as a cushion for the rest of your life. I'm here to tell you that you're not. Don't depend on it. So what I'm saying to you is that even now, even if you done put 40 years, 20 years, 30 years in your job, you're going to have to now take on a new way of thinking to secure a future for yourself and your next generations, because they won't have the foundation of a Social Security.
Right.
They won't have that. The generations, my generation coming up, we won't have access to that as we get into that age. I'm just letting you know where it is.
Right.
And so you can take a realistic look and put this hat on so that you can understand that this is a serious hour, a serious time. Some of you all may not want to hear what we have to say, but I'm trying to forewarn you of what's coming from my teacher, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. Don't let it fool you because I'm not sitting up here with my suit and bow tie on. That's not proper representation. I don't have to wear a suit and a bow tie all the time. But what I'm coming from is the mind that we've been given from these teachings. So I don't want you to look at my polo shirt and then say, well, he's not even dressed in the proper way to say that he's represented. Look beyond this and look into what I'm telling you. Go into that lecture that my son just dropped in there, and you will hear from the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan exactly what I'm talking about. And if you do a little bit of research in finance, they are telling you right now that the dollar is collapsing. They're telling you right now that Social Security is going to be pulled out from up under you. So that means what? That means that we have to think of other things that we can do so that we can make it through in this future time. So we're not going to just give you problems and no solutions.
Right,
now, Brother Jake has something that he calls the private banking blueprint. And in the private banking blueprint, he teaches you and me how to set up our own bank. He teaches you and me to utilize that system to be able to create a financial security safety net for yourself and your generations that are coming ahead of you. He said at least two. All right. And then they can take it from there. So in that, this is a methodology that you can utilize in this time to be able to create a wealth for yourself and your family.
Right.
Okay? And for those of you that right now is your time to take advantage of getting into the private banking blueprint. Matter of fact, Brother Ben and the ABS tribe and Brother Jake, they having an 80% off where you get access to all of the courses in the ABS tribe for 80% off up into the 30th, including the digital real estate. This is the wave of the future. Yes. I'm not trying to sell you anything. I'm telling you right now that it is helping us immensely. I'm telling you right now that we're beginning to get more consistent sales because of what we're doing with the digital real estate, and we're learning how to take care of our monies, private banking blueprint, and along with that, we're learning how to turn our passion into profit from what they're showing us there. We're learning how to do a soft launch, do a full launch, to do a test market, to even see if the business that you're trying to do is even needed in the marketplace before you even spend all of this money getting LLCs, getting all these logos, getting all this stuff done. This brother has done the research. He has 7 successful multi-million-dollar companies, him and Brother Ben. One is 26, one is 29, and they have come up on the game of how you and me and us can turn this thing around in this time of the pandemic. I am asking you to think about your own self and invest in yourself and in your business before this opportunity goes. You're going to get 80% off of everything that they're doing. You're going to be able to get access to all the classes, all the books, and you're going to get that for only $994. You say, oh, that's a lot of money. No, it's not.
It's not.
Because when you go to Harvard, you go to Yale, you go to Radcliffe, you go to Spelman and all of these institutions, you're gonna spend more than that on a couple of classes.
That's true. And it's like you're saying, it's only $900 something. You're gonna make that money back.
You're gonna make it back
so quickly. You're gonna make that money back. Yes, you gotta invest in yourself.
Yes.
Nothing in this life is free. And like my son was saying earlier, we have to make this the new level of fun for us.
Yeah.
You know, going to the club, getting drunk, passing out, having a hangover the next day is not fun.
Come on.
It's death. But it has been painted to look like it's a pretty picture.
Yeah.
You know, and we think, oh, I'm hanging out with my girls, and yeah, let's hang out with my girls and let's create something.
Come on.
You know, let's go into business together. Let's, try something new, something different. Let's get excited about the kingdom of God and making some real changes in our life. Let's go to school together. Let's learn together. We are having so much fun in our relationship, just growing as a business. We're learning so much about one another in business. You know, as we moving forward, even with our son, we've been doing it for a long time. Like I said, since we've been together, one way or another, we were selling something. And before we got together, he was on the road going around the country selling, black art.
That's right.
I was selling ponytail holders and bread.
Come on now. Come on now.
So we both have been selling for a long time.
Yeah.
But now that's why I'm saying you got to really trust what we're saying. Because we have been doing it for a long time and have had some successes, I don't think either one of us has seen the success that we are experiencing now, though.
No.
I don't think neither one of us, and like I said, we've been doing it for a while.
Well, to a degree.
We were out in the street. We were able to go to events.
No, so, I'm saying now, as me traveling on the road.
Oh, that's right.
As me traveling on the road, I think the most I've done, like in a day, is probably $400 or $500.
Okay.
Like just like street vending and stuff like that. But
that's a good
that
amount to make
but
day.
that wasn't no, and it wasn't every day. It would be 500 and then 150 and so on.
But see, that's why the ABS tried, because now it's showing us how to be consistent.
Yeah.
With making that money, on a daily basis, weekly basis, and how to maintain that.
Right. I mean, and they even show you how to automate what it is that you're doing. They show you automate means basically to put systems in place where those systems make money for you while you sleep.
Okay.
Now you heard that, but if you got things working for you while you sleep, advertising while you sleep, selling while you sleep, they teach you how to create these systems to be able to utilize those things so that you can make that money while you sleep, and also show you how to build an authentic online presence, right? They teach you how to build an authentic online presence, okay, with a real following that really cares about what you're saying, not just people that's just friending you for no reason, okay? Now, again, this ain't all about the ABS tribe, but we're trying to show you the benefit of being in it because we're talking about the need to do for self.
Right.
And these brothers have successfully and are successfully doing for self. I'm talking about into the millions of dollars, okay? So this is why we bring them up, and we're very proud of these two young men because they're excellent examples. And not only are they just doing any kind of business, they're doing conscious, divine business where they not trying to cheat and beat nobody, giving you real value, giving you a real means to grow your business, to grow your finances in a real way. Now, it don't mean it's mystical, magical. You got to work at it the same way you work at your job. But at the end of the day, if you follow the system that they giving you, you're going to grow. Now, we're going to take a turn for just a second.
Are we going to tomorrow?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
We got to take a turn for a second because for those of us who are new into business, we just became entrepreneurs, we got our new product, whether you're doing multi-level marketing, whether you got the Tazo, what is that? The Tazo tea, the health teas, and all of these kind of things. You're doing organic gold, you're doing all these kind of things. One of the biggest things that we experience is that we don't have the crowd like we would like to have to be able to sell and market our products to people, to be able to make more sales. So this is what caused us to come up with Shop Blacktastic. Now, it's going to be so much money made, already being money made, but you know that Black Friday sets the tone for business for the rest of the year.
Right.
So this is how much money that they calculating on money making from us as a people as we go out spending this money. And this is one reason that they trying to, of course, rush the stimulus package check so that you can spend that money right back out and give it right back to them and roll it back into their economy again. So why don't you invest in yourself? Okay, invest in yourself. That's what we're talking about. Don't buy TVs and all that. We can't tell you what to do, but we can let you know there are things you can do that you can realistically do something that will set you up for a better future than what you had over your lifetime.
Right.
I'm talking about something that can be consistent. These brothers, they did. Go ahead. All right. Let me see.
While he's reading that, we have to invest in ourselves. You are your how does Sister Wendy say it?
Your bestseller.
Well, not just your bestseller, but all the skills and abilities that God put inside of you. That is your revenue. You are your revenue. Everything you need to sustain your life is within you and the mind of God. And so that's what we have to connect to. So I personally am so excited, so proud of all the Black men and women that I see going into business right now. On TikTok, most of my connections are people that are in business. What you mean? Okay. That people who are in business. And I'm excited. Tomorrow we got a lineup of about 8 vendors that will be presenting their products tomorrow. We're going to be starting at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time all the way till 7. We got a DJ coming on. We got a sister with some whip shea butter. We got soap. We got look, y'all. Look what Allah blessed us. We got Brother Andre Batts.
Come on now.
Creator of Dreadlock comic book.
Urban Style comic.
Urban Style. If you don't know about our brother, definitely you got to tune in tomorrow to just see the brother's beautiful face and the products and the comic book. that he has produced. My son, who has moved into Black anime and comics to really bring that front center, to our children, to our people, so that we can start seeing images of ourselves, right? We got another sister who's going to be selling some of her jewelry as well. We have
We got Carter J.
Carter J.
We got Carter J coming through with his beautiful talent, the world's greatest on the spot artist. We got our.
Artist. How does he say it?
It's all we need to know. The world's greatest on the spot artist, our brother Carter J, gonna be with us on Friday. We excited about that.
Yes.
This brother is our good brother, our friend, brother Andre Bass, our good brother, our friend. We're gonna have Sister Jeanette and what is the Paisley Nepal, right? That's right, with her beautiful handmade whipped butters and personal care product, and her 2 daughters is coming. They got the organic soap coming through on Shop Blacktastic, and we're gonna even dedicate a whole hour to giving you an opportunity to get involved in this digital real estate and learn about these products from the ABS tribe. We're going to be joined by our brother Slate Stone. He's going to join in with us, and we're going to talk about that for a whole hour. So if you want to invest in yourself, you want to learn about doing for self, you want to learn what to do in this hour, you definitely don't want to miss tomorrow's Shop Blacktastic. That's going to be 11 a.m. Central Standard Time, and that's going to be 10 a.m. Mountain Standard Time if you're in Arizona. So look, we want y'all to come on and show up and show out, family. Come on, support our vendors.
Our vendors, because look, guys, this is our plan. We didn't plan it like this, but the way that it's moving is this is the first of its kind for us, and the beginning. Oh, I didn't want all of that. My son and husband hooked me up with my coffee in my cute little cup, y'all. Y'all will see this tomorrow. We'll talk about it tomorrow, okay? But anyway, my point is that we want vendors. We want business-minded men and women to get on board with this. We want y'all to push it. We want you to promote it. We want you to show the community that we can come together and build a whole new world. So if you are a vendor and you weren't able to get in for tomorrow, still drop us in our DM that you're interested in the next one, which we're going to do.
We're doing it in for Kwanzaa now.
For Kwanzaa. And then we want to be on a rotation of presenting new vendors every month, at least once a month, right? Where we're going to be shopping Blacktastic.
That's
and
right.
We're going to be showing Black excellence.
That's right.
Making it happen, fam.
Yes, that's every month thing that this is coming out, family. That's where we move. We need everybody's support.
Support this.
We want you to come on out, show up and show out. And support those vendors. And man, if you a vendor and we just didn't get to you this time, like my wife said, it is all right. We want to hear from you for next time. We want to have a wide variety of vendors, and so that people can have access to many different things, so that they can get in the habit of shopping Blacktastic. That's right. Because look, family, we've got to change the dynamic. The dynamic right now is that the dollar only stays in the Black community for 6 hours. I'm going to say that again. It only stays in the Black community for just 6 hours of time. That is it. 6 hours of time. Okay. And in coming in for 6 hours of time, that's no time at all. That means that dollar is not circulating in our community hardly at all. We only capture, I believe, is 5 or 10% of the wealth in this country as Black businesses, 5 to 10%. We have to change that dynamic. So that means that if you can't necessarily go in business for yourself, then you could get your children going in the business for themselves and support your brother, your sister, somebody, so that you all can build that company to hire your nieces, your nephews, your children into that company. And with the power of the internet, you can actually grow your business much faster than you ever would before, because the internet gives you worldwide capability at the click of a button.
Hey, it even the playing ground for business.
It even the playing field.
So, and then like for most of us that were local,
excuse me,
selling our products local, because we would do the farmers market, the flea market, events, all of that. We would do it locally. So we were only really addressing the people that were local. But now we just sent the package out. Hey y'all, this was the first for us. We sent a package to Hawaii.
We sent a package to Hawaii.
I think that was like an indicator.
Come on now. Come on now. Look.
It opens the door, to a whole new world. And if we do it together, that's my point, is we have to do this together. So if you're not selling tomorrow, that's okay. Come and support. If you only spend $10, imagine if 1,000 people come tomorrow and spend $10, how much money that is, that not only goes into the Black community and the circulation of the Black dollar, but now you're allowing the entrepreneur to take some money and put back into their business and grow it. Yeah. So now they can employ their child. See, my son, he's working hard over here. We want to be able to pay him. Right. We want him to not just, be in business and, seeing the wheels run. We want him to have some real money in his pocket.
Right.
So the more that we support one another, and it don't take a whole lot. Now, if you got $100 to spend tomorrow, praise is due to a lot. Yeah. Imagine 1,000 people spending $100.
Come on now.
Now we're going into a whole nother level, family.
Right.
And because let me just say this, because we both have so much hearts and minds to share, and my son do too. We need more room, right? We need more space. So yes, please come on and support. So we can get us a bigger space so that we can have a real studio, so my son can really be present, and be in the mix, because we're not trying to keep him in the background of this. He's at the forefront. He is our general manager.
That's right.
If you look at our business card, he is the GM. Okay. So we got high expectations for this business and company. So we need your support so we can get a bigger space, so that we can provide better for you as we move forward.
Let me give a shout out to Navis and a shout out to Khalid Muhammad, who's tagging in Philip Muhammad. We peace fam. Thank you all for tuning in. Thank everybody for tuning in, whether it's for 1 minute, 1 second, whether it's for 3 minutes, 30 minutes, whatever it is. We appreciate it, because you could have been anywhere and everywhere. And we thank you for giving us a little piece of the most valuable thing that you have, and that is time. We thank you for giving us a little bit of space in your righteous mind.
We got a couple of thoughts too.
Yeah, so I mean, they and you all definitely thank you for your support, family. Look, again, I'm just saying, we're in a very serious hour, a serious time. And this is, we need to really think about what we're going to do to create a future for ourselves. And in creating that future for ourselves, one of the things that has to be a part of it is that it has to be business. It has to be business involved in that new future. You have to be able to bring about finances, because if you don't have finance, then you're not going to be able to sustain yourselves. Right. So brothers and sisters, when you look at a Black Wall Street, what does Black Wall Street tell you? Black Wall Street tells you that we have the ability to create anything and everything that we need for ourselves.
And we built this.
There you go. So this is what we telling you, family, that we have the ability to build our own economic system outside of anybody We have the ability. Remember this. That the majority of the wealth is coming from us. I'm going to say that again. The majority of the wealth that the big name, big ticket items, the Gucci, the Louis Vuittons, all of that, the majority of that stuff is purchased by us. The Bentleys, the this, the that. We're the ones. I'm not saying that other people don't, but remember, black people spend $1.6 trillion into this economy. That's just black people in America.
Right.
We're not even talking about black people in Africa and the Caribbean and whatnot. We just talking about right here in America. $1.6 trillion come into our hands and go out of our hands, and with mostly anybody else other than ourselves.
Well,
See?
you know, what I love about this though, we see the issue, but we have control.
Yeah.
We can control the dynamics of our future.
Yeah.
And that's what we have to realize, fam. It's even with our personal selves. So some people got a lot of drama going on in their life, right?
Mhm.
But you in control of that drama. All you got to do is change your mind and how you receive information and how you do the output. So if we just take some of our money and intentionally shop black.
That's right. Say
And
that
I promise
again.
you, if I see you in Walmart buying some shea butter, I'm gonna spank your hand. I don't care if I don't know you. There's no reason you should ever go to Walmart for shea butter. Okay. Now I know some of our brothers and sisters now are putting products in Walmart. Support that. You know, I do support that, but there's too many other people buying, that sells the shea butter, especially whipped shea butter. We got our sister Jeanette. So, we're gonna go ahead and support our sister and what it is that she does. But we have the ability to change the dynamic of our future. All we gotta do is make up our mind. We have, oh, y'all, come on tomorrow. I'm telling you, come tomorrow. We got some stuff that we're gonna show you that we actually sell on our page, on our Etsy page, which is our website for right now. We really do believe in supporting black, supporting our brothers and sisters who are creating some really beautiful products. And they're not just fun products, these are essentials that we need in our life. We have toothpaste, we have toothbrushes, we have tissue paper.
Yeah.
We actually have our own. I remember I was listening the other day to the minister, and he said, how can we say we grown and we don't even produce tissue paper for ourselves? But now we do. So we growing up, fam. We growing
right.
up. We just got to start supporting the men and women who are putting forth that effort to put products out there. So,
Assalamu alaikum, Brother Derek.
I saw Sister Charlene come in and Sister Sherry. Assalamu alaikum, fam. Appreciate you all. And if I miss somebody, I'm sorry because I'm trying to talk. And look, I'm learning to multitask. But what I'm saying is, we control the future. Nobody else control it. The white man ain't got that kind of control. The messenger said one day we're gonna have to wrap a string around our finger to even remember he exists.
Come on now.
That could be today. I don't care what they're doing, because Allah has come and given us a new way of life.
Come on now.
He's shown us what the future is going to look like. All we got to do is walk into it.
Come on now.
Right? And be strengthened by one another. If you're not strong and I'm not good at this, I'm not good at that. Come on and get around some people that's moving in that direction.
That's right.
We ain't reached perfection. We have not reached perfection.
Come on now.
But we're moving in that direction because now our minds are vibrating on God's vibration, which is the highest level that you can vibrate on.
Come on.
Therefore, there is nothing but success. The victory is already ours.
Come on now.
But we got to support one another. We got to put that effort into what it is that we do. I posted several times. There are so many ways to support a black business without spending a dime. But you got to make a conscious effort to do it.
Right.
All you got to do is share the page.
Yeah.
All you got to do is subscribe on YouTube. Guess what? After a while, YouTube will start paying them money.
Yes.
And then that way, you only thing you did was click the button
Yes.
and you supported a black business.
Come on.
You shared their company with someone else. You buy a product, you like the product. Like we love eating fresh.
Come on now.
That liquid gold.
Come on now.
I know it's not called that, but we call it liquid gold.
Yeah, that's back in the day. For those who've been in the nation for a while, y'all know what it is.
But my point is, we love the product. So not only do we use the product, we sell the product.
Yeah.
We give it away as gifts.
Yeah.
You know, we love that product. So, you know, when you find a company, a black company that is working their magic, help them, support them. If they're not doing something right, don't sit around talking about, oh, that's terrible. They need more lighting. They, you know, they need to do this. They need to do that. Well, hey, guess what? Give them a call and say, you know what, fam, I was thinking about you, you know, and I think the direction you're going is good. But if you do this, that, and the other, this will even, you know, put my husband lives. Truly, I'm gonna say this, and then I'm gonna let you. I ain't gonna talk all day, but he lives in the world of ideas. So if he see you in your business, and y'all know, brother, can I say it?
Go ahead.
Brother Kareem call him the pusher man. he gonna push you to success. And that is so true. You know, he pushes me often. If y'all saw my show, The Queen of Rap, he pushed me to
Yes,
do a
sir.
read
That baby
in 10 minutes. But we have to really lend your mind to another company business if you see it's somewhere that they can improve to be better.
Yeah.
Don't sit around and talk about people, you know,
Right.
and then bad mouth them. If their customer service is not good, you know, then you need to let them know. Don't shop with them anymore, but let them know, you know, I tried to get your product and your customer service was not up to par. If it's that bad, give them my phone number because I know customer service. I've been doing it for a long time. And if I've never mastered anything else, customer service is definitely one of those things that Allah has blessed me to be good in. So, you know, let's help each other, fam. Just blow up and grow up.
There you go. Now, I just want to just say this. I dropped a link for the 80% off of the ABS Tribe, all the products in the ABS Tribe. Now, those of you that's in business and you want your business to grow, you're trying to grow your social media, you're trying to grow your business, you want your business to be more consistent with the monies that it's making. This is a great investment right now. I'm saying to you, go ahead, click on that link today. Click on that link today because this sale is only lasting until the 30th, okay? You don't want to miss it because the truth is digital real estate by itself is $2,000. That's real, 1997. Okay. Now they giving you access to everything that they're doing, the digital real estate, the purpose to profit, the $100,000 blueprint, the drop shipping bandit, they doing everything. They putting everything in this course, the private banking blueprint, all of that, plus all the books that they come in there. So even secret relationship between blacks and Jews, true. How did white folks get so rich? All of these things. We Are Sick, Brother Jake's book, all of Brother Ben's book, all of that's coming in there for $9.94, family.
Wow. And that's a whole year.
And you get a whole year the ABS Tribe. For ABS Tribe, where you can come and speak with millionaires. You can come and get the inspiration, information, motivation, education that you need. Yeah, I said all that in one breath.
And if you know our enemy, right? Our enemy is always looking to sift and destroy. Because when your spirituality and your finance come together to improve the condition of Black people, we're up against the open enemy. So we want to, you know, strengthen the brothers and strengthen one another by coming together and becoming such a force that they don't have an opportunity to break us up.
Right.
We have to always remember the devil stripes don't change.
Right.
He used the same pattern every time. So if we know that he used the same pattern every time, then we have to change the way we respond.
Right.
And in our response should be more support. and to come together and unite.
Right.
And I love what they do because it's a Christian and a Muslim. And so they don't get caught up on,
Titles,
how
labels.
you practice what you believe. Are you practicing the principles
Right.
that is in both books? And that's what's important, practicing the principles, that God has given us through scripture and through men and women over time. We just stand on those principles, fam, and we stay together no matter what, just like a marriage. Marriages have storms, relationships have disagreements, but we have to love each other past the flaws of one another and help to strengthen one another. We don't curse each other out, we talk about it.
Right.
And it should be the same in business, because on some business things, me and my husband got totally different ideas on how that business thing should go. We do. And it's like, no, and I don't agree with that. And, we have to separate husband, wife, and business partner, but we have to really sit and talk about, okay, so really, which way is the best for the business?
Right.
At the end of the day, regardless of what I really want to do, regardless of what you really want to do, what is going to be the best for the business? And so in becoming partners with one another, as we work with one another, we have to work through the issue. The issue not going to go away. The issue is going to sit there as a wound and destroy us, or we're going to put some ointment on it, we're going to heal it, and we're going to grow, and we're going to keep on moving. And we have to, those are the type of decisions that we make, and that decides the outcome of the success of the business.
Right. Family, the reality is that we need to do for ourselves.
Yes.
And we need people to help us. One of the things that the Honorable Elijah Muhammad taught us that the enemy would never teach us is the science of business and the science of warfare. So when and the science of mating. And
right.
So when you are learning that and someone's teaching you the science of business, teaching you about the principles of banking, teaching you about the things that have entrapped us in the first place and how to get out of it, and how to get out of the cage where that lion is inside of the cage, walking back and forth, pacing back and forth at a slow rate of speed, and can't find the door where they showing you a door.
Right.
Ain't saying they the door. They're saying they're showing you a door to get out. But you have to make the decision. We have to make the decision, family.
And get excited
that we got to get excited, because one of the things, and we're noticing this, a lot of people losing hope. Unfortunately, you got people jumping in front of cars.
Yeah.
You got people that just taking themselves out of here, and they're doing that because they don't have hope and faith that they can turn this thing around. In the darkest hour, the star of the morning star shines.
Yeah.
So even in the midst of the darkness, there's light. In the darkest of the dark, the stars are still there to illuminate and give you the ability to see something. You might not have all the direction, but if you keep on trying to walk in and toward the light, eventually you're going to come to the dawn of day. You're going to come to the dawn of a new day.
That's right.
That everything is illuminated, family.
Yes.
This is the time. We're going through a dark time, but the morning star and the sun is on the scene today.
That's right. Yes.
They are on the scene today, and they're trying to guide us through the dark night.
Oh, praise
if we would just adhere, we got to do for self.
Yes.
This is the time to do for self. We don't know how this is going to go. It may be a situation where not only is it a lockdown like it's been, but you may not be able to come out of your house for months. Then they messing around with your unemployment or your pandemic pay and all of that. What are we going to do? The road to come out is to do for self.
And the hour is now. We're in a critical time. It's real critical, fam, that we take advantage of what is going on around us. Some people see failure, others see opportunity. So, as the fall of America is happening, Allah is opening up doors. That's why He allowed us to come in. Look at how many people went into themselves and found that creative part of themselves and worked on it and bought out books,
Right.
that was within them. So this is truly our hour to shine. We're about out of time on this show, and we're going to go into our next show, Love My Kidneys, and we're going to talk more about different types of businesses and things that you can do in this hour, as you're healing, because there are a lot of people dealing with illnesses. So, we got to stay busy. You got to keep busy, keep your mind, off of any of those distractions, because of course this world thrives on fear and feeding us fear. And this is happening. And you should be afraid. No, this is not an hour to be afraid. It's an hour to be wise and to use that wisdom in order to build the kingdom of God. So we're not letting no fear into our hearts, because it's not about fear. There's no success in fear.
Come on.
And our enemy don't have no control over us. God broke that. Okay? So you got to know that He don't have no control. And the scripture says, even if they look like a mountain that could not be removed, see, God will crumble it as dust.
Come on now.
And I know I didn't say that scripture right, but y'all know what I say, what I mean.
Even if it's the circumstances that seem as basically as insurmountable,
yes,
as a mountain would be to some of us.
Right.
And their plan is that,
right,
which can move mountains, as talked about.
Right.
Allah has put His hand
That's right.
over their
That's
plan.
right.
And He is the best of planners. They got a lot of things planned.
They got a lot of things
planned. But Allah is the best of planners.
They not gonna win.
They not
That's
gonna
what
win.
You got to know. I don't care how powerful it looks. We're not even gonna focus on them. We're gonna focus on what it is that we doing, fam, and we're gonna move forward. And that's the only thing we need to put on our tunnel vision and see the kingdom of God being established and our part in it. Okay,
that's right.
So we gotta be strong.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Tomorrow is gonna be a big day. Tomorrow is gonna be an exciting day. You all are gonna have us all day long, even though we won't be on the screen during the time of the other vendors. It's gonna be their show for
that's
30
right.
minutes. 30 minutes. Everybody's gonna get 30 minutes to come and display their product. We want you to shop, shop, shop.
Shop Black. We want to give a shout out to Sister Jasmine. Want to give a shout out to Sister Jasmine. We want to give a shout out to my Auntie Pat.
Hey, Auntie Pat, did you get your stuff, girl?
He's on. We want to give a shout out to Juan Carlos, who will be with us tomorrow.
All right.
As we deal with the ABS Tribe family. We just so proud of what's gonna happen tomorrow.
Yes,
we're gonna say a quick prayer.
Okay.
And we're gonna just for a minute. We're gonna pray. All right. In the most holy name of Allah, the beneficent, the most merciful, all praise is due to Allah, the Lord of all the world, the beneficent, the most merciful, Master of the day of judgment in which we now live. Thee alone do we serve, O Allah, thee alone do we seek for thy name. Guide us all along the straight path, the path upon which thou bestow thy blessing, not the path of those who incur wrath, nor the path of those who go astray. Say He, Allah, is one God, but He is whom we all depend. He begets not, nor is begotten, and there is none like unto Him. Allah, we beseech your help and we ask your mercy. We believe in you and trust in you for all that we need. Will help us in your call to the apostle. Please grant to us success. Oh Allah, bless us with overwhelming success for tomorrow. Bless the people that come. Bless the people that support. Bless and be with us. Bless this to be an exciting event, illuminating event. Bless it to be just a wonderful event. Bless the internet to work perfectly. Bless everyone's internet to work perfectly. Bless the people to come. Bless the people to support. Bless this to be a bigger event than even we know. Oh Allah, you are all knowing, and we are not just God, the circumstance, the situations. Bless the people to come and support what we're doing. Oh Allah, these prayers we ask in the name of the sign of Elijah Muhammad, name of the Apostle, honor Minister Louis Farrakhan. Amen. I just had to put that out there, family. We asking for your support tomorrow. We asking for you to come on out and support. We're going to have a DJ on deck. We got a live portrait artist. We got our brother Andre Batts with Urban Style Comics. We got Sister Jeanette and Paisley Nepal with the personal care products. We got her daughters coming. We got our daughters coming with the organic soap. We got Sister Sandra coming with the jewelry that she got, the paparazzi. So you're gonna even get to do that. She's gonna be on there. You got Brother Kenneth, he gonna spin the DJ for us. So you got a lot of people that's going to be there for you to support. We got Juan Carlos. He's going to come on, our brother from Phenom Radio. He's going to come on and be with us. We're going to talk about the ABS tribe and the different things that we could do to get involved, because many people have an idea to start business, but ABS is that school that you can get in to learn how to build and grow that business. Right. So we're excited about tomorrow. I hope we sound excited about tomorrow, because I'm excited about tomorrow.
We're trying to let the spark in our mind.
Let the spark and
a new reality, right?
Yes.
Crazy.
Look at this, and we're going to end it off because the next show is at 11 o'clock on Love My Kidneys. And so come on back and be with us. Family, I dropped the link. I've dropped the link already in the chat for you all that's ready to get involved in the ABS tribe, to learn how to grow your business, to learn how to protect your money, to grow your money, to learn how to turn your passion into profit, to learn how to be a drop ship bandit, to learn how to get $100,000 blueprint. Come on. Everything that you want to know about business is in the tribe. Yeah. Everything you want to know about business is in the tribe. We even get an opportunity to speak with millionaires like Sister Wendy, Brother Jake,
we're gonna talk about
Brother Ben.
Look, y'all got him excited.
Come on now.
We're going to talk about it tomorrow, okay? So we're going to close this out so we can prepare for Love My Kidneys.
Come on.
If you know anybody dealing with kidney disease, want to prevent kidney disease, dealing with high blood pressure, anything like that, and they're bored or they're stressed and depressed and going through challenges, tell them to sign on at 11 o'clock. We are a little bit, about a half an hour later than normal, because it is the holiday, and we know y'all needed to get on up and, you might have got some rest today because you wasn't working and you're cooking and all that other good stuff. But tell them to come on to the show, because we're going to talk about, learning a skill while you heal.
There you go.
Okay.
Learn a skill while you heal. Come on now.
All right. So we're going to, that's right. So we're going to go into that at 11 o'clock, fam. We love you all. We are excited. We are just praying that Allah just, had that energy bubbling all day long.
Come on now.
Because I am just so feeling it right now. And I've been excited to work with the different vendors. And, that was a whole nother experience, bringing on vendors and communicating and all of that good stuff. So we're looking forward to that growing.
So just quickly.
Okay. I love you all.
We love you. There's nothing you can do
about it. Allah loves
you most, and continue to let the spark in your mind create a new reality. Look, fam. So tomorrow, shop Blacktastic. I mean, shoot it out on your social media. Let everybody know. Tell them to come on and shop Blacktastic. I gotta say it. It's gonna be black vendors shopping with black people, shopping with black vendors on Black Friday, circulating black dollars. Right. Oh, praises to the Allah. Say that fast.
absolutely. So when you see the commercials, I want y'all to share it on your page. Okay.
Come on now.
It don't cost you nothing to share it on your page.
Share it on your
Share
page.
it, share it, share it. I want to see it on your timeline.
Come on now.
Okay. So we're gonna send out. We've already done some commercials. You can go to either one of our pages wherever you find us, because y'all know we everywhere, and copy the link and share it on your page. Okay?
Yeah, share it on your page and let everybody know to come on and shop Blacktastic.
We love y'all, but we're not getting ready
We
to talk
love
to y'all.
you.
We gotta go.
All right, so we gonna get on out of here. And again, come on with us. Love my kidneys.
Yes.
And let me see, it is a 10:24.
30 minutes.
So 36 minutes, we'll see you again.
All right, fam.
All right, family, love you.
Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum, peace, hotel. All right.